Now, I don't know if anybody remembers, but a couple of weeks ago, I had a little bit of a moan, a bit of a rant, okay? I put out like a little short video about this.
If you look at a pot of pasta when you've cooked it, two things will happen. One is that the water is no longer clear because it's got starch in it. That's the thickening agent for your sauce. And number two is the spaghetti will float to the top. If your spaghetti is at the top of the pot, it's cooked. If it's not at the top of the pot, it's not cooked.
If you don't know who that is John Torode. He's pretty much a well-respected chef, TV chef in the country. I like him, I think he's okay. But my God, did he come out with some bullshit with this pasta cooking advice. So I had my flipping moan, I had my rant about it. But what I did think is that actually this would make a really good video for my my kitchen basics playlist. So that's what we're going to do today. Right, I'm going to show you how to cook pasta properly. I'm going to show you the do's and the don'ts, you know, the nonsense that people like John spew out there and tell you what you should do, right? Because a lot of it is all bollocks. So if you're a novice cook or intermediate cook and you're kind of like struggling with cooking your pasta, either it turns out too hard, it turns into like a mushy, clumpy, claggy mess, this video is for you. And it all starts with the pasta. Okay, so come on down here, I'll educate you.
Welcome to Kitchen Basics with Adam.
And for this tutorial, I'm using spaghetti, but the same principle applies to any kind of pasta you're cooking, really. But here's a little test for you. I've got a question for you. Now, I've got two different types of spaghetti here, both vary in quality massively. So I'm gonna ask you a quick question, right? Out of these two, which do you think is the better quality spaghetti? Do you think it's A, or do you think it's B? I'll give you a few seconds so you can kind of mull it over. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Now, if you guess B, unfortunately, you are wrong. But if you answered A, you would be correct. This is the higher quality spaghetti. You might be forgiven for thinking that, oh, the more yellow it is, might have more egg in it, or it's just better quality pasta. That is not the case, and I'll tell you why. So if we take a look at the cheap version first, you might be able to pick it up, I don't know. You can see how yellow that is, and I don't think you'll pick it up on camera, but it's got these odd kind of little white flecks in it. And also it's smooth. There's no texture to it. And what that means is that they've used a very low quality durum wheat. It's also been dried faster and it's not been put through a bronze die, so that's why it's smooth. And that's a negative for a number of reasons. Firstly, the quality of the spaghetti, you're not gonna have that really nice texture, that nice bite that you want from it. And also because it's not gone through a bronze die, whatever sauce that you're having it with, it's not gonna cling to it as well. So that's your cheap stuff, your own brand supermarket. Is that one here. But now let's look at the other one. And the more expensive stuff, the higher quality, just kind of bring it in again so you can see. Come on, focus you bitch. You can see it's much paler, and that is what you are looking for when you're searching for good pasta. It's got a very rough texture, almost powder-like, grainy texture on the outside, which means it's gone through a bronze die, and that's going to give it that rough texture so your sauce can cling to it better. And that was from this brand, Liguri. Okay, nice high quality pasta. You can see them both side by side, you can tell the difference immediately. And there's no right or wrongs with this, it just really depends on what your budget can stretch to. If you're feeling a bit fancy, use this one. If it's 2 days before payday, you're broken on your ass, use this one. Right, so on to the cooking then. Now, the pot you use is important. One of the things I noticed with John's video is that the pan that he was using was ridiculously small for the amount of pasta that you had in there. If your pan is too small, there's going to be too much starch in the water and it's going to make your pasta claggy, clingy, sticky, mushy and horrible. So get a nice big pot like this. Doesn't have to be a fancy one, any kind of pot will do, but this is where it starts. The first thing we're going to do is fill this pan up with cold water and then place that onto your hob and turn on to the max setting, which is number 6 for me. And now we need to add some salt to the water. And here's where opinion may be a bit divided, which is fine. Now you can use like nice Cornish sea salt, Maldon salt for your pasta water if you want. Personally, I don't think you need it. I think any old shitty table salt will do fine for this. Okay, you might have a different opinion on that, but to be honest, I've not noticed a discernible difference. I wouldn't use this on like, you know, seasoning your chips or whatever. I'd use that. But for pasta water, I think this stuff's fine. Now you want to add plenty of salt. Okay, so just keep going. When you think you've added enough, add some more. Okay, and then we're going to give that a bit of a stir. Then just give it a taste. If it kind of makes you go a bit, like it's salty, you've added plenty of salt. It should kind of taste a little bit, I don't know, like slightly less salted seawater, but you want it salty. That's important. It's going to season your pasta, innit? Then I'm going to pop a lid on that, so it's just going to bring that to the boil quicker. Right, so now that water is boiling, we can start adding our pasta. Now, look, there's loads of different methods that you can kind of gauge for how much pasta per person, but it really just depends how hungry you are, doesn't it, really? But I would say an average portion, right, if you get your hand like that, roughly about the size of a, I don't know, 50p piece, something like that. Okay, that is going to be a generous portion for one person. You're aiming for about 60 to 100 grams per person. So I'm going to take that lid off, it's done its job now. And then straight in with your pasta. Now take some tongs and just kind of squish it down, make sure it's completely submerged. Now, a lot of people I've seen on various websites, television, whatever, will tell you to add like olive oil to the water and stuff. It's complete bollocks. You don't need to add that at all. As long as you've got a big enough pot, plenty of salted water, you don't need to do that. Save your olive oil for dressing the pasta once it's cooked. Now, how long do you cook it for? Again, how long is a piece of string? Because in John's video, you know, he said, oh, when it floats to the top, it's cooked, which is not a reliable method at all. Because really, everybody likes their pasta cooked slightly differently. Some like it softer, but if you like meat, you like a bit of bite. It needs to be a little bit al dente. So what's the best way to see if it's cooked to your liking? You flip and well taste it, that's what you do. But obviously that is nowhere near cooked, because that's only just gone in. So I'm going to give that about 5 minutes and then we'll see where we're at, okay? There's no stress with this. I don't know why people tell you all this bollocks. Also, I forgot to mention, make sure you leave the lid off the pan, because if you do put a lid on there, then very quickly it's going to boil over. You're going to have like this foamy water will come out and it's going to ruin your day. So just leave it off. And look how much room the pasta's got to move in that water. Plenty of water. Important, John Torode. So it's been about 5 minutes. I'm just going to taste the piece now. So just fish it out with your tongs. Not your tongue, a pair of tongs. Pop it on the counter for a minute. Just leave it to cool for a second. And give it a taste. It's not quite there, but it is almost. I'll give that about another 60 seconds and it'll be bob on. So before we drain this, what I'm going to do is just get a mug and reserve plenty of that pasta water. Okay, and I'll tell you why in a second. Then simply drain that off, as per. And then here is where you can add a little bit of olive oil if you want, okay? Just a little bit of a drizzle. Toss it through with a pair of tongs. Your pasta is cooked. Now the mug of pasta water that we saved, that's going to be used to kind of emulsify everything together. So when you add your pasta to whatever sauce you've got, like a bolognese, like a tomato sauce, whatever, add some of your pasta water to that, mix it all together. It's going to add seasoning, it's going to add starch to make it thick and glossy, and that is how you do it. Don't listen to these freaking celebrity chefs, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about most of the time. And it's easy as that. Okay, perfect pasta every time, how you like it, no bullshit. So there we are, that is episode number 2 of my Kitchen Basics playlist. How to cook pasta. Like I said, it'll be the same method for any kind of pasta you're making, really. Bloody well taste it. You're not going to get sick or ill from slightly undercooked pasta, are you? But let me know in the comments, if you're a novice cook, is something like this actually going to help you? I like to think so anyway. But listen, I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to find a use for this pasta now, because I've not really got a sauce or anything with it. I'll find something to do with it. If you enjoyed the video, stick a like down below, comment as usual, and share it to your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell, allow all notifications, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see your beautiful faces next time. Ta-ra for now.